And it's the Hawks to start out. Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Gallinari is out there with John Collins. And it's Young. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Hunter in at the small forward. And it's Hunter with the jam.
And that's the advantage of having a lead guard who can both pass and shoot. Young draws attention and takes advantage of a poor rotation defensively.
Now here's Wall. Gordon kicks to Wall. Houston moving the ball around. Harden, no good. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, he might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
Here's Young. The Rockets making the shot. Outside, Bogdanovich. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wall. Here's Young. Coming off a stellar performance against Detroit. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Just a bright, young, offensive talent. Young isn't shy about forcing the action. Takes a lot of trips to the line.
And so Young nails them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
And Harden with the stuff.
I love when Harden uses that great leaping ability to finish with power.
And so just over a minute and a half played. It's Young on the wing. Inside. Deflects the pass.
Out of bounds.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Here's Young. His three-pointers off the mark. Harden with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Harden draws the double. 6 on the shot clock. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Here's Collins. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here is Harden. He's coming off a 34-point game against Denver.
And his scoring is going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game.
Clock at 4 from deep. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific play.
3 terrific kids, you're right. Here's Young. Following the basket by John Wall. He gets that one.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Harden against Bogdanovich. Harden the pass to Gordon. And here's Tucker. Back to Gordon. The pass to Harden. Kicks it out to Gordon. From past the arc. Rebound by the Hawks. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
Well, it really showed the trust they have in one another. I love how they got after it, and you could feel that they were playing for each other.
Kicks it out to Harden. Passes to Wood. And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for the Rockets. Daniel House comes in for James Harden.
Yeah, you know, Cousins, I think, is sometimes underrated as an offensive rebounder. That guy can get some putbacks for you.
40 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Rondo. Gallinari in the corner. Here's Herter. From deep three-point range. Rebound by House.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes guys have the green light to take that shot, but I don't think he's one of them.
Cousins dishes to House. There's the three. Tucker can't get it to go. And Gallinari kicks to Reddish. Rondo. And it's put back up and in by Rondo.
Hey, you can make a case that Rondo may be the best rebounding point guard over the last decade plus in the league. Really hits the boards hard and well, which leads to extra points a lot of times.
1 quarter. Naturally a ball-dominant player. James Harden.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal. Of course, I plan on
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, for the Rockets, what jumps out to you from a numbers standpoint?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for Atlanta, on the wings, Herter and Reddish. Then there's Gallinari. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's Fernando in at the 5 down low.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Houston shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
And here's Reddish. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Rondo passes to Fernando. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
A moment now to see the numbers for Herter. How he performed last season. He averaged about 12 points per game last year. 4 assists and 4 rebounds. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
Here's Wall. Yep, that one goes. Wall's got his second basket of the night.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
To end the run, it'll go. The Rocket lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Reddish. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for the Houston Rockets. Well, many question the selection of Reddish in the draft. Pundits thought he had red flags. But, Greg, he developed nicely over his first season in the league.
You know, Reddish caught up to the speed of the NBA, found his shot, and started to play with confidence. Sometimes it takes a little time for young guys to adjust.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Back to McLemore. Shoots the three. Offensive rebound. Here's Cousins, right wing. Pass to McLemore from deep. But they get it back. House the pass to Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
That's not too difficult for DeMarcus Cousins now. I like that he doesn't settle for the layup there. Instead, throws it down.
Fernando, that's good.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And Wall kicks it to Tucker. No good from outside.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Out to the right wing. Now the pass to Herter. Here's Fernando. Over Cousins, and Atlanta again with the bucket.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
And Wall kicks to Cousins. Tucker with the ball. Now guarded by Gallinari. House the pass to Tucker. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Tucker's got his first basket of the night.
And though lacking some height, Tucker has the bounce, the reach, and the strength and attitude to do damage inside.
Rondo passes to Fernando. And here's Reddish. Here's Herter. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Ben McLemore.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
For the Rockets, Christian Woods checked in for P.J. Tucker. Gordon comes in for Danuel House. And it's Harden in for John Wall. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. John Collins, he's checked in for Bruno Fernando. Hunter comes in for Gallinari. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Reddish. And Trae Young subbed in for Rajon Rondo.
One of the hardest and trickiest covers in the league. Harden, not just a superb scorer, but also an amazing passer, which really makes him really hard to guard.
Harden hits them both. The Hawks trail by 9. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Young, and it's good for 2.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so here is Houston. Here's Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
I like how Gordon stays low to the ground, keeps that center of gravity anchored. Quick driving inside, and excellent finishing at the basket.
Here's Hunter, and no good on the last second attempt this time. That'll do it.
Hey, Kevin, thanks.
Thanks, David, and we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It is bedlam here. The hometown crowd loved it. Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. Their field goal percentage was a robust. And that's going to do it for our halftime show.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
The forwards are Gordon and Tucker. All out there with Harden, and it's Wood in at the 5. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Hunter. You know, when you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
And finished off by Wood.
Yeah, you know, John Wall is so masterful as a floor general. He's a real maestro out there, terrific at finding the open guy on time and on target.
Collins, that's a two-pointer. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So Houston will take it the other way.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Wood kicks to Gordon. Houston moving it around. From deep, Harden cans it from downtown. Harden's got the lead up to 11 now for the Rockets.
They knew this was coming. Harden can't just let that last three go. Way too competitive for that.
They get it back. Collins. And finished off by Collins.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
And Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And you know, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's Euro step and then added it to his own game. Now he's taking that to another level, and he's the one giving out the lessons. But you're right, got great strength, but the footwork is really outstanding.
Here's Harden. Rebound by the Hawks. Collins has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Right side, Bogdanovich. Off target from outside. Houston leading by 9. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
I've got a word for Harden. It's indefatigable. Say that real fast, which basically means he's tireless. Even when he's carrying the whole offense, he's got great energy and stamina.
Passes it to Wood. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for P.J. Tucker. Daniel House comes in for Eric Gordon. And McLemore subbed in for John Wall. And it's Rondo penetrating. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Rondo's got 6.
Rondo going right through the contact and scoring there. He's a lot tougher than he looks.
Rondo against Harden. To the middle. Wood finds Harden. The Rockets with another miss.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Here's Hunter. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and he'll go to the line.
And there, just through activity, Hunter keeps the pressure on the defense.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And taking a look back at last year's numbers, he's about a 76% shooter.
Harden outside. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
To the left side wing. Outside Rondo. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Fernando. Here's Reddish. Rockets with the rebound. Cousins has got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Harden. Rondo with the steal. It's off. And so it's Houston looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they're... And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court right now for the Hawks, it's Reddish and Hunter teaming up at the forward spot. Then it's John Collins, and it's Rajon Rondo, and it's Herter in at the 2. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Rockets?
When they've had a chance to attack the basket at any point in this game, they've taken advantage.
Another thing they've done tonight is work the ball into the paint for plenty of those close range points. You got to have those.
The Hawks trail by 15. Hunter dishes to Rondo, and the pass to Herter. Now Hunter, lobbed up there for Collins, hammers the alley-oop through.
I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get.
McLemore, the pass to House. And Cousins kicks to House. And here's Harden for 3. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Collins has got his 5th rebound in this one. Hunter dishes to Collins. The feed to Hunter. The Hawks working the ball around. We've played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. It's stolen by Rondo. Passes to Hunter. Collins wide open. He fires. And again, it's Atlanta.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Pass to House. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the 4th. Pass to Wood. 6 to shoot. And the rejection by Collins. In the corner. Herter with it. And the turnover again by Atlanta. Houston making some changes. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Wood. And John Wall subbed in for Ben McLemore. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for the Hawks. Trae Young comes in for Rajon Rondo. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
The defensive awareness, the timing. When you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Bogdanovich left side. Stolen by Harden. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That's his first foul. The Rockets making a switch here. Tucker's checked in. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Gallinari's checked in. It's Harden with the drive. And he lays it straight in. Harden's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Greg, so many people know your story. Born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people you know has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
Out to Gallinari. The 3. Rebounded by Tucker. Tucker's got 4 rebounds now tonight. It's Wall with the drive. Harden, no good. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Hawks. So far in the 4th quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. To the paint, here's Harden. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Hunter. And contact on the and so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And Gallinari kicks to Hunter. Young for three. It's hauled in by Wood.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those. No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Houston.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for James Harden.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Wood, and finished off by Wood.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
The Hawks again can't hit. No question who's been in control of this game.
Boy, they have really taken charge here.
And there's the pass to Goodwin. Gallinari outside. Puts up a three. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. Some good. season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thank you.
Both capable, DA. Thank you. Here's what the Houston Rockets schedule looks like. On Thursday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Sacramento Kings. Here's the starting group for Houston. The forwards are Gordon and Tucker. Wall out there with Harden, and it's Wood in at the 5 spot. And for the Celtics, Brown is the 2 with Tatum at the 3. Tristan Thompson is out there with Daniel Tice, and it's Smart in at the point guard. Offensive rebound. There's Brown with the 3. Here's Tice. Gordon against Tatum. Over Gordon, and too long on the shot.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Harden kicks it to Tucker. Got a hand on it. They get it back. Wood with the bucket. Here's Smart. 11 points for him in that last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis. And Christian Wood, undrafted in 2015 out of UNLV. Wait a minute, that's your alma mater. Hey, talk about his game. What do you like about Christian Wood's game?
Well, first I'll start with he went to UNLV. He's long, he's lean. I think he really fits the modern NBA as a small ball center. Able to hold his own on the glass and space the floor.
Thompson finds Tatum. Brown against Harden.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Outside, Wall. Back to Wood. Pass to Harden. Out left to the wing. Here's Tucker. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
I know he's not the most efficient long-range shooter, but Tucker hits enough of those to space out the defense.
Here's Smart. Up again. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Now, here is Harden. He's coming off a 34-point game against the Nuggets in Denver. Pass to Wood. Kicks it out to Harden. Off target from three-point range.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Stolen by Tucker. Right side, Wall. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Now, here's Tucker, guarded by Smart. 5 to shoot. Harden's shot is off. Celtics trail by 3. Thompson passes to Brown. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And Doris, much has been made of Brown's improvement offensively, and rightly so. But when you ask Coach Stevens about him, he always goes back to his defense.
Well, it's never a surprise for the coach that is the first and foremost thing on their mind. At 6'7" with a 7-foot wingspan, that incredible athleticism. Jaylen Brown can guard the elite wings in this league, and he holds his own and competes at a high level. It's a must-have for any championship team.
The pass to Ojala. Lets it go from 14. Here's Williams. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive. Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That is his first foul of the game. The Celtics making a switch here. Outside Teague. With the tip, and Williams is right there. Williams has got his second bucket tonight.
Well, not sure who was responsible for the block out, but this guy got in there and dug out his points.
Wall looking for an opening. And stolen by Jeff Teague. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Williams is running.
And that's That's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
To the inside to end the drought, and then Cousins with the dunk.
Boy, the court vision, the intelligence that John Wall is putting on display. This is great stuff.
Pritchard passes to Teague. He kicks it to Williams. Ojale, the tip in on the offensive rebound.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
All with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Well, quality shots usually translate to great percentages. The chippy for DeMarcus Cousins with authority.
Pritchard passes to Williams. Basket good.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
They get a hand on it. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams.
Extremely fortunate they didn't lose the ball there.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Celtics lead by 5. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Houston, we've got Wall, DeMarcus Cousins out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Ben McLemore, and it's House in at the small forward. Pulls from the top of the key. That one off the back iron and out.
Going for that shot in that situation is something that isn't going to help the offense.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop.
Passes it to Cousins. Buries it down low. Cousins has got 6. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know
but,
it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Back to Cousins. Williams with the steal. And they're pushing it up. And stolen by Cousins. And it's the Rockets on the break. Here's Wall. Williams with the defensive effort.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising, it's such a tight game.
Pass to Pritchard. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins. Rockets trail by 5. Here is House. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. McLemore, no good. Celtics have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here in the second. Tucker with the ball. Picked up by Teague. Outside, Wall. Down low. And stolen by Williams. And Teague, here we go. Rebounded by Tucker. Rockets shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively to say the least. Back to McLemore. Goes up on the wing. Good as the jump shot falls.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Pass to Pritchard. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. That one good for 2. Williams has got the lead up to 5 now for the Celtics.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
And Cousins kicks to Wall. Back to Cousins. Over Williams. And Cousins throws it down hard.
Well, DeMarcus Cousins so adept at finishing through contact. His strength is a problem for defenders.
And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. The Rockets also changing it up. Wood, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Gordon comes in for Danuel House. And it's James Harden in for McLemore. We've got 1:13 left in the first half. Gordon against Tatum. Now the pass to Thompson. Outside, Smart. Shot, high post. They get it again. And Thompson gets it to go.
It's been their Achilles heel defensively. They just have not been able to control that backboard.
It's Harden with the drive, and Harden with the stuff.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
The Celtics with the lead. Brown outside. A second chance effort. Tice kicks to Brown. Shoots from 12. Off the left rim and out. And so Cousins will bring it up for Houston. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
And sometimes you can make a few plays here and there, but never get into a real rhythm. That's what happened to them in that game.
I'll tell you, that's a great way to put it, because I thought they were all over the place. They never settled into any kind of rhythm.
7 seconds left to play in the first half. Outside Tatum. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Bernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal. And Kenny, last year, instead of relying on 1 or 2 guys to carry them offensively, and it's just about time now for the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Here's Gordon. No points in the game yet for him. Down is the 2 with Tatum at the 3. Thompson is out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Smart in at the point. That's the group for Brad Stevens getting going here in the second half. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
It just comes off so aggressively. Wall so hard to guard.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. And Tice throws it down.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
Harden against Brown. Shot clock at 6. And Harden with the stuff.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses. And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back 3, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot, and paired with his dribble drive, a 2-move torture chamber.
The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Tice has got 4 points this quarter. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Here's Harden on the wing. He's covered by Brown. And Harden with the stuff.
Oh,
an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency. Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Takes the 13-footer. And there's Brown. That's good on the assist by Tatum. And now a three-point Boston lead.
Yeah, what a great decision by Jason Tatum. That passing ability is important to complement his scoring ability.
Stolen by Smart. Tatum drives in. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Well, just the power and authority sends a powerful message to the defense. Go to work, Jason Tatum.
Outside Wall. .146 left to play in the third. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
The Celtics have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line, and he makes the first. And Williams drops them both. 1:33 left here in the third quarter. Now McLemore takes the three. No good. Shot missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
Outside Wall. Another miss by Houston. Celtics leading by 7. And here is Teague. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
You know, I've got to say, defensively, the effort simply hasn't been there this half. They've got to pick up their energy.
Brown, he's checked in for Boston. This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And really, the line a season ago was just a battle for him. Just about a 72% free throw shooter.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
There's 38 seconds left in the third. Here's Wall. Cousins, the pass to Wood. Here is House. Shot to stop the run. Another miss by Houston. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Williams is running.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Cousins dishes to McLemore. Wall passes to House. Now here's McLemore. But they'll get another chance. Another shot. No good on that one. And so it's Boston going into the break with a 10-point lead. And they've done a... And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. We've got DeMarcus Cousins. Harden out there with Wall. Then it's Christian Wood. And it's House in at the small forward position. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. And Harden with the stuff.
And that's the blueprint right there to getting back in the game. They've got to play racehorse basketball from here on out.
Here's Brown. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Tice has got the lead up to 10 now for Boston.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And Harden wide open. He shoots, and it's off from three-point range.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Brown finds Tice. Ojeleye passes to Tice. Shoots over Cousins. Tice, no good. Rockets trail by 10. Harden outside. Dishes it to Cousins. And taken away by Brown. Outside Teague. Fires the three. Cousins pulls it in. Cousins has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Here's Ojeleye to the inside. Tice, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
After being held scoreless in the first, he's turning it on here in the second.
Harden against Tice, and the jam by Harden.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
Shot from the top of the key. Teague can't hit.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella's got some game.
Teague the pass to Tice, and he gets it to go.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Rockets trail by 8. Outside, Wall. Brown against Harden. And the jam by Harden.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And stolen by Cousins. And oh, here we go. Wall, nobody back. Finished off the break. And now just a 4-point Celtic lead.
Oh, that one was big. John Wall coming through big time.
Tatum on the wing. 1:19 left in the fourth quarter. It's good.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for the Rockets. Now, here is Harden. It's stolen by Brown. And pushing it up, here's Boston. A steal.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Tatum kicks the tee. Over the wall. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Money! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Tatum finds Tice. Count it!
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
The three from Harden. Ojeleye grabs the rebound. Brown with it. The dish to T. nice inside. And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. look now at the Boston Celtics up and nothing.
Well, Kevin, even
David Aldridge, thank you. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Collins is out there, Gallinari. Then there's Hunter. And it's Young, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 2. And for the Celtics, down is the 2 with Tatum at the 3. Daniel Tice out there with Tristan Thompson. And it's Smart in at the point guard.
Gallinari at that size can do a little bit of everything, and I like to see him dishing the rock.
And going back to when he turned pro at just 16 years of age, Gallinari has proven to be one of the best players ever from Italy.
You think about his final year in Milano and just how highly efficient he was, first in the league's ratings overall. 6th pick, going from Italy to New York City, and the fans had no idea what they were getting, but Gallinari eventually dealt in the Carmelo deal, and his career, although it's been multiple stops, has been pretty exemplary.
The kick out to Tatum. Brown outside. The dish to Thompson. Back to Brown. And another shot. The shot that time not on target. Some solid defense from Gallinari.
No, it's early, but going 0 for 4 to start a game can make a team get a little bit tight.
To the wing on the left. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. First quarter, just over a minute played. Now Smart. 11 points for him in that last game against Indiana. Thompson outside. Back to Smart. Just 5 on the clock. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Bogdanovich against Brown. Shot by Collins, no good.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And it's a tie ball game.
Well, that's what Tristan Thompson does best, just working the glass and working the D over.
Bogdanovich passes to Young. Fans can be impatient, Greg, especially for the fans of teams that are slow to start a season.
And Kevin, the media as well.
Right,
I mean,
right.
I played in New York, and you know, in that town, you go big or you get talked about, no doubt about it. But with the way things have evolved now, and every team is a national team because every game's televised, it's starting to happen more in some of those smaller markets as well. It's just a harsh reality of pro sports.
Thompson hits another look. Nice shot by Smart.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Daniel Tice. That is his first foul of the game. Shemi Ojeleye is checked in for the Celtics. Teague comes in for Smart. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Collins. Reddish comes in for Hunter. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Trae Young. Here's Gallinari, and Gallinari throws it down.
Now, sometimes Rondo's a step ahead of everybody, even the coaching staff, especially on defense when he swipes the ball away like that.
Pass to Teague. We've got 1:28 left here in the opening quarter. Inside. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Here's Huerter. Can't hit that one. And it's Boston the other way. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
That final score really caught a lot of people off guard. I think we would have to quantify that one as an upset.
No question. I know I did not see that coming, especially when they had a chance to win it late in the fourth quarter. I thought for sure they'd get it done.
Tatum down low. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. The Celtics making a switch here, and he's got his first chance at the line here.
And converted more than 4 out of every 5 free throw attempts last year, so just solid at the line.
Herder passes to Rondo. Gallinari in the corner. Rondo with the ball. Williams picks him up. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Robert Williams. That's his first foul. 35 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Herder. Teague covering. Out of bounds. Boston takes possession. .27 seconds left to play in the first. The 19-foot shot. Second chance shot. And Williams with the nice bucket inside.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Rondo passes to Fernando. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
Yeah, draw the D in, kick it out for the open shot. That's taking a page straight out of your textbook. Well done.
Tie game in Boston. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
We've got Tatum. Williams is out there with Williams. And there's Teague. And it's Pritchard in at the 1. That's the Boston 5.
And Cam Reddish, the 10th pick back in 2019 out of Duke, had a tough transition as a rookie into the NBA, struggled just to find his rhythm.
GA, I think there are a lot of questions because at Duke, he was surrounded by stars. R.J. Barrett, Zion Williamson, and he was sort of that third guy. He has all the physical tools, and he made some big-time strides in the latter half of last season, so he's coming.
Now here's Rondo, guarded closely, banked in off the glass.
Well, Rondo concentrating right there, focused. Even when you hit him, he can maintain that good balance.
Tatum looking around. To the right side. Here's Pritchard. Williams kicks to Teague. The 3 from Tatum. Gallinari with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Back to Rondo. Pass to Fernando. 6 on the shot clock. That shot off. Now Boston takes it the other way. And this matchup with the Hawks, it's their first meeting of the season.
And they rolled over this team last season, beating them every time they faced off.
Yeah, it was a completely one-sided season series, and that was no surprise to anyone. This first game between them should give us an idea if they're on a little more even ground this season.
He feeds it to Reddish. The Hawks working the ball around. And that one is stuffed right through.
Orchestrating right now, Rondo should be playing with a baton.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
And stolen by Jeff Teague. To the paint. Here's Williams. Count that one.
A young guy with maturity, awareness, and a feel for the game. Tatum is special.
Gallinari outside. Pass to Fernando. And stolen by Williams. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Rondo with the steal. The pass to Herder. Back to Gallinari. Over in the corner, Reddish. And the turnover again by Atlanta. So Boston ends up going with a new group. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. John Collins, he's checked in for Bruno Fernando. Hunter comes in for Gallinari. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Kevin Huerter. And Trae Young subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Rager, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Great job by Collins there, sensing that there was going to be a turnover on the possession, and right away into the fast break.
Ojale, they get the rebound. Outside, Smart. From outside the arc. Here's Thompson. Pass to Tice. Here's Ojale. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And Collins has got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Reddish the pass to Young. No good with the triple. Boston trail. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Pass to Tice. Brown with it. The high post shot. 2 points. That one goes.
And love how assured Brown looks taking these shots. His mid-range game is on point. He's squaring up like that.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Young, no good. Thompson surveying the floor. Passes it to Tice. Now Brown.
Well, he's very engaged right now, John Collins' defense.
And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And we'll be back.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Boy, what a crowd joining us here for our halftime report. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. They didn't get more than a one-possession lead. That about wraps it up. Time now for the second.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. So it's Boston now. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Pacers at Pacers Arena in Indianapolis. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Checking out the group for Lloyd Pierce to start the second half. Gallinari is out there with Hunter. Then it's Trae Young. Then it's Collins. And it's Bogdanovic in at the shooting guard. Young for three. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Hawks lead by 2.
That's where John Collins sets up shop down in the paint, quick and athletic, able to corral the miss.
Tice kicks to Smart. Here's Tice. And here's Brown outside. Nailed from three-point land. Brown's got his second basket of the night.
And that's just tremendous confidence from Brown. Going up with the shot right away and giving the D no time to react.
The Celtics shooting 23% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Thompson outside. There's the pass to Tice. Clock at 6. And here's Tatum for 3. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Thompson with a nice job finding the open man, creating for his teammate.
And you have to be excited about the work rate that Thompson has shown lately. He has become a much more active player.
Well, the ability just to stay with that high motor is Tristan Thompson's calling card at this point. On the interior, wants to play physical and wants to disrupt anything he can on the inside to make an impact.
Young against Smart. No good from 18.
Kind of rare to see any player have this much of a struggle from the field. To still have the lead shows how resilient they are as a complete team.
The Hawks again can't hit.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
From 17 feet out, rebounded by the Hawks.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best. Now catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery on time, on target.
Tatum finds Tice. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Bogdanovich. Collins in the post. Tice is there. Shot by Collins, no good. The Celtics with the lead. Outside Tatum. Smart passes to Thompson. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Gallinari on the wing. They grab their own miss. The kick out to Young. Outside Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 5 for the tie. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
A minute 20 left to play here in the third.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Collins against Thompson. Back to Young. For the lead. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Brown with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Atlanta's shooting pretty terrible here in the third quarter at around 30%. Out to Gallinari. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Young. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Smart dishes to Tatum. They could use a bucket. The shot missing.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
That gives them the lead. And the Hawks lead by 2.
Yeah, you could tell Hunter knew he was open, did not hesitate to find him.
Brown outside. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock.
Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the floor for Boston, we've got Williams. Williams is out there with Ojala. And there's Teague, and it's Pritchard in at the 2-guard spot.
Showing that aggressive nature. Williams competes hard, doesn't back down, and he'll let his opponent know he's not afraid of the contact.
Herter passes to Fernando, and the basket is good. Fernando's got it all tied up now for Atlanta.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
Pass to Reddish. Over Williams, in Atlanta again with the bucket.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for Boston. Pass to Pritchard. Back to Teague. For the three. A new 14 for Boston. The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. There's the feed to Collins. And stolen by Williams. And pushing it up, here's Boston.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Ojale passes to Teague. Williams kicks to Teague. Here's Ojale, and he's good on the 3-ball. Ojale's got 5 points now this quarter. We've seen some great competition in this one.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
Boston making a switch here. Brown's checked in. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. To the middle. Here's Williams. Launches it. And it's Brown missing. The Hawks trailing. Here's Herter. Pass to Fernando. Rebound by Williams. For Boston, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Here's Ojale. Rebound by the Hawks. Reddish has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Out left to the wing. Jeff Teague with the rebound. Boston's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Got a piece of it. Brown with it. He's picked up by Rondo. And the pass to Teague. Shot clock at 6. It's a hand on it, and Williams is right there. And the Celtics lead by 3.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those chip-ins are easy to come by. And pushing it up, here's Boston. And laid in to finish the break. Now it's a 5-point Celtic lead.
Great effort and gets in a little razzle-dazzle at the end of that one.
Yeah, why not? Show a little creativity, get inside, move that ball around, just make sure you score.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
So the first one drops, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
The leap that we saw John Collins make last year was pretty awesome. Scary thing is he's just going to keep getting better and wants to improve that consistency in terms of his shooting range around the top of the key.
And the Hawks making a change here. Alinari, he's checked in for Bruno Fernando. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Reddish. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Kevin Herter. Young is subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Smart, wide open, he fires. That 3 off the mark.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Brown feeling it out a bit. Tatum on the wing. Over Hunter. 5 to shoot. Good!
And they still have a foul to give at this point.
Here's Young.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
You can bet that's what they're looking for this late in the game. They need that 3.
To tie it up. Can't get the 3 to fall. And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. What a show they And from all of us, it's D.A. Jacob.
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, D.A. Here's what the Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Wednesday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Brooklyn Nets. Here's the starting group for Houston. The forwards are Gordon and Tucker. Harden out there with Wall, and it's Wood in at the 5 spot. And for Atlanta, Gallinari is out there with John Collins. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then there's Hunter. And it's Young in at the point guard.
He might not beat too many guys in the foot race, but Tucker is always going to bust his butt to get out on the break.
Gallinari inside the three-point line. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Reagan, 1991, you were drafted 12th overall. Talk about early expectations as a first-round pick. Your son going through it right now.
Yeah, no doubt. Listen, everyone wants to see what you've got. And also, you want to prove that you belong. And so because of that, though, especially in today's game, sometimes judgment comes way too quickly. And we've seen it with a lot of great young players that because they come in a lot earlier in terms of their age, it may take them an extra year or two to figure it all out. And so the teams that are most patient in allowing those kids to mature at their own level tend to be the ones that get the higher rewards.
Indeed. And we see so much impatience, and it causes problems. And here are the Rockets now. Oh, he delivers that with
I can't believe it. I cannot believe that. I mean, come on, man. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you, a superb athlete.
Now here's Harden. He's coming off a 34-point game against the Nuggets in Denver. And Harden with the stuff.
The ability of Harden to shift gears, exceptional. He can turn on the Jets off the bounce. And last season, we saw teams double and trap James Harden more than any other player in the league. As soon as he crossed half court, they did not want the ball in his hands.
Hunter with it, defended by Gordon. 6 to shoot. Young with no one around. The three-pointer is right on target.
You have to guard Young tight. You got to know he's thinking of shooting as soon as the ball hits his hands. And all the trapping had to frustrate Harden. But whatever may come, he's going to make the right play.
Yeah, and he can, Jay, because he's not just a good passer. He's a great passer. He averaged over double-digit assists the year they played him at point guard. He makes you pay for sending help.
Young on the follow. Young's got 5 points so far.
You know, you love the effort. Forget the size disadvantage. Young's willing to go down there and mix it up.
Inside, here's Wood. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Collins. Reddish comes in for DeAndre Hunter. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Young. The Rockets also changing it up. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Daniel House comes in for Gordon. And McLemore subbed in for James Harden.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass to the tip in.
Wall attacking, and Wall slams it home.
We all know Wall loves putting on a show. He has some ridiculous dunks up his sleeve.
Wall against Rondo. Here's Fernando. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Ben McLemore.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
He doesn't get the second one. And so Cousins will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. 3-point lead.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
And with good height for a wing player, Gallinari gives defenders problems down low.
And Wall. Here we go now. Atlanta with the rebound.
Look, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should be easy.
Now, here's Reddish, covered by Wall. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Wall against Rondo. Wall attacking. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Herter. 9 points last game. Fernando, the pass to Reddish. Herter kept alive. Reddish's shot is good.
And that's why you never stop working in the paint at either end of the floor.
Houston in the lead. Outside, Wall. The 10-footer. And he overshot that one, missing. That is gone. 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Houston making a switch. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now, here's Wall. Stolen away. Here's Reddish. Oh, he hit it!
Oh, he
hit it!
What a great shot! Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
Every once in a while, a prayer like that somehow finds the net.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from the Hawks, what do you guys think?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Yeah, they're clawing, they're grinding, doing anything they could to make the most of their possessions.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. DeMarcus Cousins out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Harden. Then it's Ben McLemore. And it's House in at the 3 spot.
There's no secret. Cousins is one of the more fiery competitors in this league. And I like guys who play with their heart on their sleeve.
And the Hawks with possession. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
And when the bench steps up, it takes pressure off the starters. And they stepped up big in that game.
And last season, P.J. Tucker signing a 6-figure sneaker deal with Nike, maybe helping to offset how much he spent on shoes over the years.
Yeah, G.A., the most renowned sneakerhead in this league. He owns thousands of pairs, and you'll even see him change sets in the middle of a game.
Atlanta making some changes. Collins comes in for Bruno Fernando. And it's Bogdanovich in for Kevin Herter. Gordon's checked in for Houston. Now, here is Young. In the game against Detroit, very impressive. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Young's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Passes like that help develop team chemistry. Bogdanovich, I love the display of unselfishness.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Hunter, score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
The mobility of Hunter. Excellent at setting a firm screen and then the strong roll right to the spot.
To the paint, and then Cousins with the dunk.
Oh, and he went for the 2-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. The Hawks trail by 3. Young taking his time here. And a miss there on the triple.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
While there's a break in the action, let's take a look at the players who had the most steals in the league last season. 5th on the list, James Harden.
He showed such tremendous defensive instincts. Trust me, nobody wanted him guarding them last year.
Pass to Hunter, stolen by Tucker. It's Harden with the drive, and the jam by Harden.
Oh, and when Harden is going strong to the rim, he's looking for the throwdown, ripping the rim down hard on that one.
Shots good from Young. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Molinari comes in for Reddish. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Trae Young. Rondo, no good. Rockets leading by 3. Gordon dishes to Cousins. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And that's now 6 points for DeMarcus Cousins.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Stolen by Harden. From deep, Wall. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Rajon Rondo. How he did last season. Last season, put up about 7 points a game, 5 assists and 3 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all they need, especially in tight games. 1 or 2 plays can make all the difference.
Now Wall. After the missed 3 from Trae Young. The drive by Cousins. In the corner, it's McLemore. And Cousins kicks to McLemore. Just 5 to shoot. They get it back. Houston moving the ball around. Outside, Wall. Houston needs to get a shot. And finished off by Wood.
And the awareness of Wall, a guy you can count on to find the open man.
Here's Young. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Young's got 11.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
To the inside, Gordon, good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Gordon's got the lead back up to 7 now for Houston.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Pass to Young. There's the 3. Collins. And Collins is right there. Collins has got his first points in this one.
Becoming a true force on the offensive glass. Love how hard Collins goes after those second chance opportunities.
And finished off by Wood.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Passes to Gallinari. 3-on-3. And Gordon gets it to go in on the assist from McLemore. And it's a 9-point Houston lead.
The strong upper body of Gordon, I mean, contact does not affect his shooting motion.
And here's Gallinari outside. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Houston Rockets in control with the 9. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. At its highest, their lead topped out at 5 points. And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Young is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's John Collins. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Hunter in at the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Lloyd Pierce.
And it's clear that Harden is a high IQ player. I mean, in pick and roll sets, you can see it. His decision making is just extraordinary.
And see, Webb, the strength and conditioning of James Harden, something I'm not certain everybody has an appreciation for.
Yeah, and to your point, back in high school, despite leading Artesia to back-to-back state championships, Harden dealt with asthma and was frankly out of shape. Over the years, dedication to diet and training, that enabled him to reach new heights.
And so here is Houston. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Gordon. Wants to get it to Collins and does.
That's going to be an easy bucket if he doesn't get his hand to that pass. Well defended.
And here's Young from the arc. Molinari passes to Collins. Back to Bogdanovich. And there's the pass to Collins. Now Hunter goes back up. Here's Young. Pass to Hunter for 3. The shot misses.
But this is not the start they wanted coming out of the break. 0 for 3 so far, and they're not playing with much intensity.
Tucker can't get it to go. And Collins has got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. 11-point game. Tipped away. Stolen by Gordon. Wall with it, and Young picks him up defensively. And Wall with the slam.
Wall uses his blinding speed in the open floor. He's fantastic at finishing in these situations.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Story of their game right here. One sloppy play after another.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Bruno Fernando's checked in for John Collins. Reddish comes in for Hunter. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Trae Young. And a switch here also for Houston. House is checked in. Harden scanning the floor. Over to the wing. Here's the 3.
Well, will I tell you this? When Rondo is zeroed in defensively, he can be a stopper.
Makes it off the glass.
An 0 for 3 start to the first half is finally behind them. I mean, now maybe they can get something rolling.
Harden against Rondo. Harden outside. And there's the call on Kevin Huerter. That'll be his second foul of the game. A lot of big decisions have fallen on Adam Silver's shoulders, the commissioner of the NBA. And Greg, I think you and I agree by all accounts he has succeeded with flying colors. I mean, wouldn't you agree?
No doubt about it. I mean, I don't know that you could have had a better person for the times. Adam Silver is to be commended, but I think also appreciated, not just from the players and the owners, but I think our fans should also appreciate who he is as a person. I've often said that commissioners typically work for the owners. He's the one commissioner, no matter the sport, that I've always felt like was a partner of the players as well.
Well, for a point guard, despite shaky range, Rondo has a pretty good field goal percentage for his career. A lot of that is shot selection.
And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Long range from the inbound. Harden, no good. The Hawks trail by 8. Rondo passes to Huerter. And here we go. McLemore heading to the hoop. And the dunk by McLemore.
And really, whenever McLemore gets loose in transition, he's a problem for the defense. He can score in so many ways.
Pass to Fernando. Shoots over Cousins. Hawks for the new shot clock. And it's put back up and in by Rondo.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Down low, here's Tucker. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 4 assists in the game.
It's easy to see how Harden's been the league's top assist man before. I mean, he makes the special feeds. Who knows what this score would look like if he wasn't on his game tonight.
To the paint, here's Cousins, and then Cousins with the dunk.
Whenever Cousins get that close to the basket, it's game over for the D. He is such a forceful presence, especially when he's dunking.
To the inside, and stolen by Cousins. And here we go. Fast break. McLemore's got it. Finished off the break. And now a 12-point Rocket lead.
Yeah, it's been about the fast break. Been real kind to him here early, and they are clicking in transition.
A shot by Reddish, no good.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. Just trying to force something is rarely a good idea.
Here's Tucker, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. John Collins, he's checked in for Gallinari. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Reddish. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Kevin Huerter. Young is subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Gordon's checked in for James Harden. Young outside.
I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
Here is House with 1 on the clock. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Rockets lead by 15. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
This is the versatility you need to play in today's game. 2 guards have to be able to make plays for others.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Taking a look at the Rockets, we've got Wall. He's out there with Ben McLemore. Gordon out there with DeMarcus Cousins. And it's House in at the 4 slot. Wall against Young. And Wall kicks to McLemore. A three-pointer, no good. And so it's Bogdanovic who brings up the ball for the Hawks. Trailing by 13 to the middle. Knocked away. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
Gallinari, he's checked in for Atlanta. The Rockets also changing it up. Christian Wood comes in for DeMarcus Cousins, and it's James Harden in for McLemore.
No, the bearded one cannot be intimidated. No matter how much contact Harden takes, he'll still find a way to finish.
On its way from Young for 2. Here's Collins. It's Young on the wing. A second chance effort, and it's good on the layup.
Continuing to show activity on the offensive glass. Second chance buckets have been huge.
Now Harden, here's Wood, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
I was able to listen in on Lloyd Pierce talking with his team. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We've got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Harden against Collins. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Now, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important. And then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well, to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for him. Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look. He's having a great night from the floor, and they're going to keep leaning on him, looking to grow the lead.
Picked him clean. On the wing, Harden. Outside, Gordon. From deep, Harden's shot is good. Harden's got 9 points in the quarter.
A ferocious player on the offensive end. Harden is fantastic at staying aggressive, actively looking for a shot.
The putback, and Collins is right there.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Harden draws the double. Passes it to Wood. Shoots the three. Missed for the first time this game. He's 5 for 6. Young pass to Bogdanovich. Back to Young. Over Gordon. Young, no good. Rockets leading by 16. Harden outside. From deep three-point range. Up and in. That's his 10th make in the contest. He has only taken 13 shots.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Rockets.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for James Harden.
They needed someone to do the heavy lifting tonight, and he was their man, scoring every way he knows how.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Reddish, he's checked in for Hunter. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Young. From deep, Gallinari. Atlanta gets it back in a new 14. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. And that one goes long.
He's as surprised as anyone with that miss. When he's left alone like that, you can usually count it.
And here's Harden for three. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Here's Rondo. Offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And Wall kicks it to Tucker. And a deep three from Harden. Rebound by the Hawks.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris boys are ready to go. And that shot should leave no doubt as to where we are tonight. It's the Toyota Center here in downtown. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Houston. On Thursday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Sacramento Kings. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Down is the 2 with Tatum at the 3. Daniel Tice out there with Thompson. And it's Smart in at the 1. And for the Rockets, Harden and Gordon are out on the wings. PJ Tucker is out there with Christian Wood. And it's Wall in at the 1 spot. Thompson finds Smart. Now here's Thompson. Tight defense on him. Both teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree. And the jam by Harden.
Boy, Tucker ever unselfish in how he goes about his game. Nice job finding his teammate there.
Here's Tatum. Tips it. And there's Thompson putting it right back in.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
Tries it from 19. That one rolling around and rims out.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot.
And, folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively, but quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And, you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
Here's Wood, and there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul goes against Boston. The Rockets have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Free throw good, Wood. Jeff Teague, he's checked in for Smart. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Celtics have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Tatum against Harden. Tatum's shot is off.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
And how about the craftiness from Tatum? He plays smart, quick hands on defense, and able to block the shot.
Stolen by Tucker. It's Harden with the drive, and that comes off the assist by John Wall. Harden's got 8 points. Celtics trail by 7. Brown down low, guarded by Harden. Brown, good.
And Brown is just so physically imposing. I mean, especially inside where he usually gets whatever he wants.
Harden the pass to Tucker. And no good that time. And it's Boston the other way. Brown with it. He's picked up by Wall. From the high post. Up again. And there's Thompson putting it right back in.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebounding. Unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Inside, here's Wood, and finished off by Wood.
You know, Harden will burn you when you overcommit and leave guys open. He's excellent at sensing when you're out of position.
Harden against Brown, and the shot is good.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Harden kicks to Wall. Back to Harden. And taken away by Brown. The pass to Tice. And good that time.
Boy, Brown, not just a super athlete, folks, but he's got excellent skills as well. A tremendous floor general.
Harden against Brown. Harden dishes the Wall. Back to Harden. Fires the three. And Tatum pulls it down. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. They trail by one. Wood with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wood. For the Rockets, DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Christian Wood. And Daniel House subbed in for Eric Gordon. And a change for the Celtics. Ojale is checked in. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Teague for three. Kept alive by Boston. And they take the lead. Tice has got his second basket of the game.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Here's Tice. And it's wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's the Celtics as they end the first quarter on a 12-4 run. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offense.
Oh, that was terrific.
Good.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Ojale passes to Pritchard. Over Wall. A shot by Pritchard, no good.
Well, that's a very low percentage shot. Not good basketball at all. One he probably should have passed on.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Here's Smart. And that one hits back iron.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And some nice passing there by Houston. And McLemore kicks it to Tucker. 5 on the clock. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
All right, a chance to look at the numbers for Marcus Smart. Last season's performance for him averaged about 13 points a game last season, 5 assists and 3 rebounds. And every team in the league needs shooting. That's what he brings coming off the pine.
Yeah, there's always a demand for shooters, man. Half jumper will travel. I'm telling you. Most championship teams, they have a bunch of those guys who can put it in the basket.
And Wall kicks to Cousins. He can't get that one. Nice D from Williams. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Williams dishes to Williams. And the rejection by Cousins. It's stolen. With the floater, and it's good. 2 points. Ojelay's got the game tied up here for the Celtics. The Rockets have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Wall looking for an opening. Doesn't go that time. And it's Boston the other way. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Celtics.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And it doesn't look like they'll be giving up on any plays tonight either. Their offensive rebounding has also been equally as impressive.
Here's Williams. Here's Ojeley. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Ojelay's got 4 this quarter.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
The offensive rebound. Williams with a clean look. Pritchard. It's good on the putback.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in.
But that's the way to go if you've got good position.
Wall, and that one is good. Wall's got 6 points.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Williams inside the line. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has got his 5th rebound in this one. Tucker the pass to Wall. Oh, the lob to Smart.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run.
And as the receiver, he doesn't feel the need to go for the monster finish that time. I mean, laying it up for the 2 points worked out just fine.
Houston making some changes. Christian Woods checked in for P.J. Tucker. Gordon comes in for McLemore. And it's James Harden in for John Wall. It's Harden with the drive. And the jam by Harden.
Harden is known for his creativity. Can't lose him in the screen and roll, or he'll take you to school.
Down low. He's against Gordon. And here's Harden. 4 seconds left. Great D that time from T. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Celtics up. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. They were in a 7-point hole at one point. And it's just about time now for the third quarter.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
On the floor for Boston. Down is the 2 with Tatum at the 3. Thompson is out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Smart in the point guard. That's tipped. All with it. Now guarded by Smart. All with it. Passes it to Wood. For the lead. It's rebounded by Tice. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Boston. The lead is 2. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Pacers at Pacers Arena in Indianapolis. It'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip. And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That is his first foul of the game. Gordon against Tatum.
Boy, this is where Tucker really makes his hay. I mean, able to defend on ball as well as in help situations.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute them because his shot making is not happening right now.
Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. Smart kicks to Tatum. Over Gordon. Here's Thompson. Back to Smart. The three ball. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
Yeah, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Austin also with the sub. Jeff Teague, he's checked in for Marcus Smart. And Cousins throws it down.
That's not too difficult for DeMarcus Cousins now. I like that he doesn't settle for the layup there. Instead, throws it down.
Pass to Teague. 14 feet away. And no good. And the Rockets take it the other way. Wall passes to Cousins. Back to Wall. Here's Harden on the wing. He's got 16. Shot clock at 6. Brown feeling it out a bit. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. No good from outside.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
It's Harden with the drive. It's blocked. Outside Teague. To the middle. Here's Thompson. Tice trying to break free. Thompson misses.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Harden outside. Back to Wood. From past the arc. And James Harden good for 3. Harden's got 19 points.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Teague is a little reserved, but he's a natural leader, a guy who commands respect, I think, on both ends of the floor.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And one look at the box score will confirm that. Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
Daniel House is checked in for Houston. Then McLemore comes in for John Wall.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's Pritchard. Boston again missing.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
Harden can't hit. Celtics trail by 5, and they're running. Ogilvy kicks to Teague. Here's Ogilvy, defended by Gordon. Back to Teague. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Guys, I really like how Teague attacks. I mean, he does a nice job getting inside the guts of the defense and really baiting them into fouling. He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity, he's cashing in on those.
And stolen by Jeff Teague. And a fast break now for the Celtics.
Good read from Tatum that time. Saw the defense had overcommitted and then made them pay with the sweet dime. Well done.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And here comes the break. Here's Smart, and slam dunk by Smart. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
It's Harden with the drive. Lays it up off the glass. Harden's got 13 points in just this quarter.
You know, Harden is a remarkable talent, especially offensively. A versatile scorer who really is unstoppable once he gets going.
Outside Tatum. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Rockets lead by 1. And we'll be back with... And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. We've got Gordon, Harden out there with Ben McLemore. Then it's P.J. Tucker, and it's House in at the 4 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Here is Harden. Rebound by Williams, and there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Boston making a switch here. Tice is checked in. Teague against Harden. With the tip, great positioning on the putback. And the Celtics lead by 3.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Teague, the pass to Smart. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. And it goes down 2 points. Tice has got 4 points in the quarter.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
The 3 from Harden. Jeff Teague with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And here's Tatum for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Tatum's got the lead up to 6 now for the Celtics.
Tatum continues to expand his range, and with his size and length, he can shoot over most defenders.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for 1 more.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Wood, he's checked in for Gordon. And John Wall subbed in for Ben McLemore. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Boston. Brown comes in for Jeff Teague.
Yeah, you know, John Wall is so masterful as a floor general. He's a real maestro out there, terrific at finding the open guy on time and on target.
Here's Smart. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And really, they've rebounded well all game long.
Yep, and they've needed every one of those boards. This game's still close.
Harden outside. And Harden with the step.
And I think one of the things understated about Harden, he's a great athlete. I mean, he can rise and bounce. He's strong. He's quick. He can easily punch it on you when he gets to the rim.
Brown lays it up and banks it in. And the Celtics lead by 3.
Hey, and with Brown, guys, it doesn't matter what point in the game it is. I mean, he's ready to shoot whenever he has the ball in a good spot.
Harden, no good.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Brown. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Tice passes to Thompson, and the layup is good. Now it's a 5-point Celtic lead.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Harden dishes to Tucker. And some nice passing there by Houston. Here's Harden. To the left wing. Lets it go with the three. And Boston with the rebound. Thompson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his first foul. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for the Rockets. 4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And he just garnered a little bit more insurance there. Very confident as he's able to go up and knock those down.
Harden scanning the floor. Pass to Tucker. Here's Wall on the wing. Harden lets it go from deep. That one's not going to go.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
And there's Thompson putting it right back in.
Excellent awareness of where to be on the offensive boards. He did it with great position.
Looking to end the run. A nice shot by Tucker.
Using that strong upper body, Tucker can definitely play through contact.
Brown outside. Wall with the steal. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Harden. Money!
Got to make anybody besides Harden shoot the ball there. I mean, he doesn't feel the pressure. He embraces this stuff. It's right in his wheelhouse. Make somebody else shoot it.
Thompson. And there's Thompson putting it right back in.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Here's Brown. And again, it's Boston converting.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Harden the pass to Wood. The tray. Off on that one. And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. They want to even the... It's that time of the year. DA.
Hey, Kevin.
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. And now the opening lineup for Boston. One is the 2 with Tatum at the 3. Daniel Tice out there with Tristan Thompson. And it's Smart in at the point. And for the Hawks, they've got Gallinari. Bogdan Bogdanovic is out there with Trae Young. Then there's Hunter. And it's Collins in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
Brown the pass to Tice. Back to Brown. Over Bogdanovic. And it's John Collins with the rebound. And so it's Bogdanovic who brings up the ball for the Hawks. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Yeah, and in that game, you see how they built out this roster, acquiring role players who can step up when needed.
And a strong bench gives you the flexibility to bring someone in and exploit a certain matchup.
Smart up top. He's covered by Bogdanovic. The kick out to Young. Fires from deep. The shot comes out, and it's Boston the other way. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
Yes, the other team is feeding off that enthusiasm. You have to try and match that energy.
Shot from free throw range. Again, the miss by the Celtics. For Atlanta, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. A nice shot by Gallinari. A lot of teams with a lot of new players, Greg, this time of year can be a real challenge to mesh.
No doubt, you know, getting everybody on the same page sometimes, it can take time. And then you have to build that trust. Weathering the storms together will obviously help you do that.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Bogdanovic with it, picked up by Brown.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And he shot 74 from the line a season ago.
And he sinks the second. And here's Smart. 11 points for him in that last game against Indiana. Poke loose. And Thompson kicks to Smart. Fades and shoots. They get it back. Can they get it? Thompson. And he makes good on the layup.
The unbelievable effort. Thompson, a dedicated warrior on the offensive glass.
For Atlanta, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Bogdanovic dishes to Collins. Back to Bogdanovic. Pass to Young. From deep. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Keeping that play alive. Anytime a shot goes up, Collins is going to compete for it.
Tatum passes to Brown. Over Bogdanovic, and good. Got the English that time as it falls.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
3 on 3. 14 feet away. Smart misses.
I don't know how many misses that is in a row, but I know it's ugly.
Hunter, no good. Celtics trail by 5.
And Smitty, if I'm coaching DeAndre Hunter, I'm making him watch nothing but tape of Kawhi Leonard. He has that type of body and can aim to be that kind of player.
Yeah, I totally agree. Both were lauded as mostly defensive players as rookies. Hunter showed he has some shiftiness to his game offensively. I think he has the chance to be on the same level at the end of the day as Kawhi Leonard. No harm in having that as a goal. I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
And the rejection by Collins.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring. And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Smart passes to Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
And this is where Thompson likes to get his touches, right at the basket.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Bogdanovich finds Young. That one drops for him.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Goes up on the high post. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Crashing hard on that putback, Thompson does his best work around the rim. Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
And that does it for the first quarter. Bucks lead. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
On the court right now for the Celtics. Williams is out there with Ojale. Then it's Williams. Then there's Teague. And it's Pritchard in at the 2 spot. Kept alive. Williams with the block.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And that'll give him a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire under you.
Gallinari outside. Just 4 to shoot. A floater.
And the defensive prowess of Williams, just effective at altering shots and almost getting into the heads of shooters.
Passes it to Ojale. Back to Teague. Now the pass to Ojale. Over Reddish. They grab their own miss.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Gallinari passes to Fernando. Williams with the block, but they recover it. Pass to Rondo. Now here's Reddish. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Pass to Pritchard. Rebound, Atlanta.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Gallinari in the corner, taken away by Williams.
Good eyes by the defense. Clearly, that's not where he wanted the pass to go, and he's frustrated.
Here's Williams, back to Teague, over Rondo. It's deflected, but he recovers it. Williams passes to Williams. Yep, it counts. Williams has got his first 2 points.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Reddish with the ball. Williams picks him up. Gallinari wide open. Nails the wide open jump shot. Gallinari's got 6.
That's a beautiful play call. Gallinari's dangerous off the catch because it allows him to get his shot in rhythm.
Williams can't get it to go. The Hawks leading by 7. And Herter gets it to go. Herter's got his first bucket of the night.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
The kick out to Teague. There's 1:54 left in the first half of the game. Pritchard gets the bucket.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
Over in the corner, Reddish. Passes to Fernando. That shot missing, and it's Boston the other way. Up next for them is the Pacers in Indianapolis. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. 1:24 left now here in the second. The shot by Ojale, no good. Hawks have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Reddish, Williams with the block. They retain possession. Gallinari on the wing. Over to the left wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Takes a 3. And it's Jeff Teague with the rebound. Celtics trail by 7. Ojale kicks to Williams. The Celtics working the ball around now. Gallinari with it. Williams picks him up. Here's Rondo. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And the strength of Rondo finishing through contact.
And there's the pass to Williams. Knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gallinari. So for the Hawks, Collins checked in for Bruno Fernando. Hunter comes in for Gallinari. Young is subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Here's Tatum. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got 6 rebounds now in the game. It's stolen by Teague. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Williams leading the charge. Takes it from 10. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Young left side. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And so it's Atlanta. Ahead by 9 is the quarter. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball, followed
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. You look at the core of this young Hawks team. They have Trae Young, and that wraps up the halftime show, third quarter.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Gallinari, what a contribution.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Hunter is out there, Gallinari. Then it's Trae Young. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Collins in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group starting the second half for Lloyd Pierce. A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
Guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Tatum kicks to Brown. 6 to shoot. Back to Tatum. Launches a 3. Rebound by the Hawks.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Gallinari against Brown. A 3 from Bogdanovich. Good D by Thompson. Celtics trail by 8. Outside Tatum. Kicks it to Brown. Lets the 3 fly. Collins grabs the miss. Brown's gone just 1 of 5 from the field.
And Jason Tatum, he got a lot of the pub last year, and deservedly so. But Jaylen Brown made monstrous strides as well, especially when it came to efficiency.
Brown inside. He's guarded by Collins.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
And that one's good. Hunter.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And you look at Brown's field goal percentage and his free throw percentage, Greg, both career highs last season.
And Kev, his shot was never broken. The motion never had to be rebuilt. Brown's problem coming into the league was that he would shoot the ball differently every time. Once he landed on the repeatable mechanics, you could see the consistency start to take form.
It's stolen by Tice. Collins against Tatum. Over Collins. And the shot is long.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Molinari finds Collins. In the corner, it's Hunter. No good on the triple. And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for the Celtics. It's a 10-point game. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Collins is running. Young's shot is off.
And the truth is, this league would have been much bigger had he shot better.
Thompson outside. To the inside. And Smart with the basket on the assist by Thompson. Smart's got it back down to within single digits for Boston. Here's Molinari. Collins with it. Out guarded by Smart. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
And taking a look here at the numbers for Bogdanovich, how he did last season. Put up about 15 points per, 3 assists and 3 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Because he gives you someone to build your offense around. You can count on his nightly production.
Tice passes to Brown. They get the rebound. Tice, no good.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Look at the pass from Hunter, wanting to get his teammates involved.
Brown the pass to Teague. And they double up Brown. The kick out to Teague. The dish now to Williams. Clock at 4. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Tice. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. You can just chalk up the points when these guys get to the line. Here are your top free throw shooters for the past month. Number 5 is John Collins.
And during that time, guys, he's been an absolute dead-eye shooter from the free throw line. His concentration just never wavers.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Reddish comes in for Hunter. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Young. The Hawks leading by 10. Down low, here's Fernando. The shot will not fall. Excellent D there from Williams. Stolen by Collins. They swipe it. Nobody near Williams. And the 3 off target. Atlanta's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Jaylen Brown.
You know, he was considered to be just a piece of the puzzle when he was drafted. John Collins now a cornerstone for this franchise.
Here's Teague. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Boston shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Well, Jeff Teague, one of the more calm players at the line, always looks to be in control.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
And it's out of bounds for the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Forced them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
And the Hawks making a change here.
Oh! Oh! Boy, did he go way up for that one.
Oof. A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Tatum wide open, he fires one. Offline from the high post. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're playing a bruising game. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court right now for the Celtics, Marcus Smart is out there with Teague. Then there's Jason Tatum. Then there's Tristan Thompson. And it's Ojale in at the 4 spot.
Really good hands. Thompson catches the ball well in traffic, then right up in rhythm.
Here's Reddish. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Reddish has got his first 2 points of the night. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality they got to fill some roles, right? And you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did.
Put the ball in Herter's hands, let him make a decision. He can pass and he can score.
Celtics trail by 11. Teague, the pass to Thompson. Back to Teague. Over Rondo with the putback. And there's Thompson putting it right back in. Thompson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
And stolen by Tatum. Snatched away. Oh, and here we go with Rondo. Nobody back. And Gallinari throws it down.
Obviously, Rondo's main priority is to dish the rock. When you're open, he'll get it to you.
To the wing right side. Back to Smart. Over Rondo. They get it back. It's good. And the Hawks lead us get down to 9 on the bucket from Thompson.
Second chance points have really been an issue here defensively.
Rondo dishes to Reddish. Pass to Gallinari. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Jason Tatum.
Tough guy to defend. Gallinari with the skill, the knowledge of the game, and gifted physically.
For the Hawks, Hunter's checked in for Reddish. Bogdanovich comes in for Kevin Huerter. Young is subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Daniel Tice is checked in for Boston. Jaylen Brown comes in for Teague. Smart with the ball, guarded by Hunter. Here's Thompson, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Aggressive defense, too aggressive. Thompson goes up strong and draws the foul.
And the second free throw, good. Greg, your son's been drafted. You were drafted in the NBA. As you look back on the process that you went through and your son Cole has gone through, what are some of the flags? What are some of the things that stand out to you?
First and foremost, boy, how time flies. I mean, it wasn't that long ago, at least it feels like, that they were calling my name on draft night. But
91, right?
Yeah.
91.
You know, every stage of life, though, has its joys. And listen, to play the game I love and now see him playing it at this level, it's truly a blessing. And in his case, he probably loves it even more. You know, he didn't grow up the way I did. He grew up just with a true love and passion for the game. So it's humbling and obviously something that I take great pride in.
You were taken out of UNLV 1991, number 12 overall. Remember, like it was yesterday. Lets it go from 14. He can't get it to go. And Atlanta will go the other way with it.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Hawks.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for John Collins.
Boy, such a big factor in the game tonight. His intensity on the boards. Even when guys put a body on him, he somehow still beats them to the ball.
Young, good.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night. Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game.
Yep, that one goes in there.
The powerful body of Thompson, easily able to absorb contact and finish.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They lead by 14. 11 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, John Collins.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
This is as good a game as we've seen him play. And this crowd can't get enough of it. When he explodes like this, it becomes a special atmosphere in here.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why, lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
That's his first personal foul.
The first free throw is good. Both free throws good from Hill. From deep three-point range. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. Even early on in the